The following is a presentation of the Black Hollywood Live Network, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. Hollywood Redefined. From Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is Black Hollywood Live Reality Check, featuring in-depth interviews with today's reality TV stars. Black Hollywood Live, Hollywood Redefined.
You're listening to Black Hollywood Live.
And now, the host of Black Hollywood Live Reality Check.
Hello everyone, welcome to Black Hollywood Live Reality Check. I am your host, Ashley Gray. Joined with me in studio, I have amazing people. Michelle Renee.
Hey.
We have Stefan Wallace.
Hey.
And we have none other than Phoenix White, match made in heaven. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Happy Friday the 13th, everyone.
It's Friday. I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's Friday the 13th. Do you guys have any superstitions that you kind of stay away from?
No, but it's been a crazy day. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe that explains it. How about you, Stefan? Any superstitions?
No, I grew up on the movie, but Jason doesn't actually come out and do anything to me, so yeah, I'm good.
So when I was younger, I used to stay away from black cats. I thought if they crossed my path, then I would have bad luck. And then, do you guys know step on a crack, break your mama's back?
I
I used to avoid crack.
Yes.
Those are
I've
like
never heard that before.
Elementary school superstitions,
Yeah.
though, right?
I
Or
was
like don't open an umbrella inside.
I think that
Only
was
know
true.
about splitting the pole. That's it.
Oh yeah,
Uh-oh.
don't
That's a
split
good
the
one.
pole.
And sweeping your feet or something.
Oh, I gotta go on. You're supposed to make eye contact when you do a toast, or else it's 7 years of bad.
Never heard
Sex?
that one.
Bad
intercourse.
sex.
Yeah.
I never heard that one.
So if you're walking with a guy that you're dating and a pole is approaching, would you jump to his side
Okay.
so that you don't split that pole? Do
Sometimes,
you force that on him?
no, sometimes I have walked through the pole and then I'd be like, oh shit. Not
Go
come back
back
and I turn
around?
around.
Go back. Wow.
You do the comeback?
And it's not even that
You
I
do the
fully
comeback.
believe something's gonna happen, but
Right.
one time when I was in high school, I walked right past it and I literally fell the next step after I split the pole with somebody. And so since then I kind of,
You looked up like, oh, Jesus, I
Yeah,
get it.
I go
Okay,
back.
you can't
So,
split the pole.
I don't know if it's true or
not
not, but I
biblical.
just don't want to do it.
Well, you guys let us know if you have any superstitions with hashtag BHL Reality Check.
That's
We're going to
what
get
all
right
it
into the show tonight. Before we get into our interview with Phoenix, we are going to go over the hottest topics this week. So let's dish on that. So the first one, Miss Joseline Hernandez pretty much says that Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is fake. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
It's not like we wouldn't expect it. I kind of feel like we kind of knew that.
Yeah. Everybody feels
Some
like
parts.
With all reality TV, I think there's an element of production that goes
Yeah.
into it. I won't say fake, but I'll say an element of production. So was that what she was referring to, or did she give any concrete examples? Of how
Well,
it's
she pretty
fake?
much just said that with, in quotes, with reality TV, it's called reality, but it's a lot of acting, she revealed in a recent video. And she says that because a lot of the girls that are on the show, they act. So it's a lot of acting on reality TV. Not really deep, but coming from...
we all know that 80% of all reality TV is scripted. I feel like everybody should know that, you know.
It depends on the person.
Okay.
That's
It
what
depends on
I...
the person.
Yeah, that's what I was going for, because when I'm watching like Real Housewives of Atlanta, I think that I'm getting Nene. I think that I'm getting Phaedra. I don't think
Sure.
that they're putting on an act. So for her to say this is kind of, it has me skeptical now.
I mean, you give a little sometimes, but for the most part, you know, if that's not your goal to be an actress or to be known for being the psycho, then you kind of can.
Mama D actually came out today on
Mama
TMZ.
D?
Did you all see that? Mama D from Love and Hip Hop.
What'd she
No.
say?
Atlanta.
Mama D
Shout out
say?
to all my people. Mama D said Joseline is lying.
Really?
She said it's not scripted. We're giving our real lives. We're real people. And this is what's really happening. So,
Well, maybe Mama D is, and then Joseline isn't. You know, like,
Exactly.
Maybe what the differentiation is that maybe they're acting like themselves, but the producers tell them to go do a certain thing.
well, they do edge you on.
Maybe that's what.
Like, you know, to keep up with a certain storyline, to get a little more, they have you do certain things again. You can kiss somebody, like, can you do that kiss again? Can you do it one more time?
Yeah.
You know, and so
Yeah.
you're just, you know, like doing the same stuff over and over.
I get that.
So let's shift gears a little bit. So we're going to stay on the topic of reality TV shows. Amber
Okay.
Rose, she may land her own reality TV show, but she just it's speculation that she's doing it to expose Kim and Kanye. What do you guys think about that?
I'm shocked that she doesn't already have a reality TV show.
Exactly.
I mean, it shouldn't even be news, but I don't think she would be that petty, though. I know she goes in.
For the money, though, do you think that she'd do it for the money?
To expose Kim and Kanye?
I don't think she'd do it for money. I think she would do it because she just don't like them.
How so, though? How is doing a reality show exposing them? Can't she just go do an interview and expose them?
Well, actually, she just got a deal for a tell-all, and it's called How to Be a Bad Bitch. And it's going to be released in October, and it's reported that she's going to discuss Kanye's sex secrets and his innermost world. So
now that I believe she would do.
Yeah,
she's doing it. Yeah, she's talked about that openly in the book.
So I think that would be her. She would piggyback on that to do the reality TV show. But then it's like it's not Amber Rose's reality show. It's kind of like you are just making Kim and Kanye even more famous and popular.
Well, I don't know if you can make Kim and Kanye more famous, but
yeah.
Okay, so the weird thing is I actually like Amber Rose. I just don't like when she's being petty, but when she tells her stories, you could tell that she's being real.
Yeah.
So
Love
she doesn't
that about
ever
her.
seem like she's lying. And that's what I do respect about her. But
I can't be mad at her for the book. I mean, Karen Stevens, Superhead, everybody knows. She came out with that book. That
How well do you
Do
know
you
her?
know her?
I
well do
don't
you
know
know
her
her?
personally,
Oh, okay.
audience. Thank you, guys.
right.
But I mean, it was super
Had to clear
popular
that up.
when it came out. She made a grip off of that tell-all book. She parlayed that into an entire life, and I think that's what Amber Rose should do.
But now Corrinne Steffens, or however you pronounce her name, is on social media like, I don't want to be called Superhead. So I feel like you have to be careful of how you're going to feel about your tell-alls 20 years from now when you don't want to be labeled as the girl that S's the D.
I know, but you're talking about women that this is the only thing that they've done. This isn't a Phoenix White situation. This is not a woman who actually has background and accomplishments. These are their accomplishments. So, you got to be famous for what you did.
But I think that with Amber Rose, what Phoenix said, it's true. When she tells her story, it's true, and that's a connection, and everyone relates to that.
Yeah.
And if she takes that and runs with it, I feel like her fans will follow instead of being petty and doing something messy like this. Like even How to Be a Bad Bitch. Like, Amber, really? But then
I'm not
again,
fond of
Stefan, to your point, is that all she knows?
It's lucrative though, too.
She
You know what I'm
is a
saying?
bad-
You go
She's a
How
bad
to Be
one.
a Bad Bitch versus hey, I'm Amber Rose and I'm keeping it real. I mean, that's another Keisha Cole type show.
Lord Jesus, we
You
don't
feel
need
me?
another one.
But you ain't making the difference in the money is what I'm saying.
True.
For giving a tell-all book is in the millions versus a couple 100,000 maybe.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Break it down for
not
me
in the
then.
millions for a book.
She can make more off the show, I think, than the book.
She'll be more famous from a
Okay.
book than she will make money off of a book.
All right.
That's an interesting perspective. So pretty much the book won't make her as much. No, the book will make her as much, or
Because you have to think, when you write a book, which is what I learned. That's why I had to start my own publishing company. You give so much money to the publishing company, and then there's like, she's not going to sit and write that book herself. So then there's her ghostwriter or her co-writer. So like all these percentages, like for a publishing company, it's between 40 and 60%.
really?
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Then you have to think about your printing charges. You have to think about shipping. You have to think, like, it's a lot that goes into it. So
Gosh.
people come off maybe like $2 a book if you're with a big publishing company. So they'll tell you, unless you're like hitting it really high on the bestsellers list, not making a whole lot of money on your book. You get the credibility of being an author, which most of them are not real authors, but you get the credibility of that underneath your belt. But as far as like money,
Yeah, and I doubt she'd create a New York Times bestseller.
So would you read the book, To Be a Bad Bitch?
I wouldn't. I don't have any need to be a bad bitch.
Phoenix?
No desire.
I would read the quotes that the internet puts up about it.
Michelle?
If somebody gave me the book, I would read it, but I wouldn't spend my own money to buy it. No.
And I wouldn't either. So read pretty much Reality X that. Moving on to the next topic. We're not gonna dwell too much on that. What do you have for us?
Okay, so Shahs of Sunset. I thought we'd talk about another show that we don't normally talk about. So Golnesa, Gigi, and I do not know how to pronounce her last name, so I'm not even gonna go there.
God bless her.
But Yeah. So she's not been shy in the past about admitting that she's had plastic surgery. She's had a little work on her nose. And most recently, she did this photo shoot of the pictures we're showing to reveal her new breasts and liposuction fat injections that went into her butt, believe it or not. So
Really?
this is the before
I
picture
still
here.
don't see it.
This is the before.
Oh, okay.
This is the before. This
And
is
that-
the
it
after.
looks good.
It looks good.
I don't think it looks unnatural.
It's
Ashley?
to me, I feel like if you're gonna go there, go there. It's like it doesn't. It looks very natural, but it doesn't. She still doesn't have a butt though. Like, what was your end goal?
But
That
see,
was
it's the
my
thing to have a
concern.
curve. Like, sometimes when people look like they had plastic surgery, it looks terrible. You look like a whole
Yeah,
nother person.
yeah.
But if you look like all you did was worked out a little bit more and you lifted up your butt without having to do all the work, then it looks natural because that's nothing. Like
Well-
she's rounded out. Like you could tell there's like little
Yeah.
pockets and stuff. Now her body is curved a little bit more. So
That's true.
I think it looks good.
But now
Stefan.
it's kind of like unbalanced though, because she has these big boobs, and then she still doesn't have a butt. Stefan, what do you think?
You're a
Everybody has
man.
big
What do you
boobs.
think? Smash or pass?
Smash or
Smash or pass? That's it. That's all we want from you. Smash
Really?
or pass.
I can't give my opinion. I would not smash. So I
Interesting.
guess I'm going to pass. And I
Our
have no
engineer.
idea.
Do you have a different look like?
Okay, let's go to let's go to Steven, our engineer. Steven, would you smash or pass?
I mean, I'm not gonna date it, but
Oh my god.
But I don't hate it.
I'd smash. She looks good before though.
She looks good. Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
a pretty
she's
girl.
a cute girl now. I think she's going to get caught up in the world that we live in today, which
The,
is
the world of NBA
the
players.
augmentation.
She looks too young to be starting to augment her body.
Well, I think she's in her
But
early
how old
30s.
is she?
I don't know. She
What?
doesn't. She doesn't.
Steven's
In the
like-
before, she doesn't look old at all though. Like
Maybe that's what
the
she didn't
problem
want
with
no
plastic
more.
surgery is it ages you quicker. Like so, she's 30 now, but when she's 50, she'll look 60. So I don't think it's worth it.
Unless you're Kim and you just keep going back for more and more and more and more.
Kim is getting that mask look. though.
Yes.
And you got to have that money.
You do. Let us know what you think. Hashtag BHL Reality Check. And also check out our sister station, AfterBuzz TV. We have over 90 after shows. I'm sure that you will find at least one that you love. So we're going to move into our interview with Phoenix. I am
Alrighty.
so excited. Thank you again for coming here
You're welcome.
and joining us. So I want to talk about Match Made in Heaven.
Okay.
Now, some people say that this is just another ratchet show, and I compared it to it's a black bachelor. And we had some people say, you know, it's too ratchet to be a black bachelor. How do you feel about that? Do you agree or do you disagree?
Both. I think that it has all the makings to be like the ABC The Bachelor because they spent a lot of money on it. Like
Okay.
the dates that we went on, the mansion that we lived in, like all that stuff, it was a lot of money. You could tell they spent on it. They had a huge staff. They bought us a lot of food and, you know, took us to a lot of places. The behavior, I think, is what makes it come across more ratchet. It's not the actual environment or Sean himself.
Do you think that a lot of girls just were not used to having, like, living in those types of, that type of situation, environment, used to having the great food, used to having, like, the really great top shelf liquor?
What made them ratchet? Like why?
I was trying to be nice about it, but
No, it's all good. It's all good. No, I don't. I think that TV brings out who you really are. So I feel
Really?
like whoever, it's just like money. Whoever
Sorry,
you
this-
are, it brings out quadruple, 100 times, whatever it is you really are, that's what it brings out. So television, that camera gets in your face, it's like, ding, you know? So if you haven't like grounded yourself and you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna be me and ride the wave,
yeah.
then you go straight off into TV land.
Well, in the casting process, is that something that they look for? Like someone that kind of has ratchet cues, if you will?
Absolutely, they had to have.
Tendencies.
Like, they had to have. Like, I mean, I remember filling
Gum
out a
smacking? I don't
questionnaire.
know.
I mean, I remember talking to a psychiatrist before we went on the show. So they had us. They
That's a
had us
thorough
going
process,
through a
yeah.
process.
Okay.
You know, so
Oh my gosh.
they had to have known that some people were a little off.
And was talking to a psychiatrist towards the beginning of the casting, or was it like towards the end where they had their girls and they just need to eliminate probably like 4 more?
It wasn't an elimination process. It was just, we're about to put all these people in this house. We got to make sure nobody's going to kill someone.
Oh.
You know, so it was, here's the girls that are picked. We already know that we're going. You guys
And
need to
then the
schedule to meet with the
psychiatrist
psychiatrist. Well, I did a phone interview, a Skype interview with him actually, and then they do a follow-up after the show is over to make sure you're not gonna lose it afterwards.
That is like so intense.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Very
I feel like
interesting.
It made me
People probably
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was like, why do I need to talk to a psychiatrist to go on a reality show? Okay.
I feel like if you're going to do a reality show, though, and you're a producer, which, now you're on that side of the fence.
Yeah.
Finding somebody that's kind of a live wire or a loose cannon a little bit, a little couple of screws loose, is a part of the casting process, because who's going to watch a reality show with like these very well put together people,
Yes.
Well,
But see, look.
Which, name one.
Well, I'm just saying, like, and this is me playing devil's advocate and kind of looking at both sides of the story. You might not like what I'm about to say, but The Bachelor, it's a little bit more...
Classier.
Yes. Why
It's a
can't
lot more
we
classy.
be
Yeah.
like that? You
True.
know? And it's like, I hate when people say, well, no one's going to watch. It has to be ratchet in order for us to tune in. That's my problem. And I was really hoping that Match Made in Heaven was going to be the classier,
Yes.
pulled up cast
Yeah.
with a really, intelligent guy.
See, that's
Is
what I
that
was
the case?
told. Like, I was told that the show... so, I was a little duped. But I was told that the show was with a successful African-American man. They
Is
didn't
he?
say...
Does he have money outside of the show?
Money doesn't equal success, but
Well,
Okay, let me tell you what I was told.
advertise
Agreed.
him. They advertise.
Let me tell you
I
what I
don't
was
think he
told.
is,
I
but-
wasn't told that he was a millionaire. I wasn't told any of that stuff that they've been advertising. I was told that it was successful, handsome African-American man, and that they were looking for successful women of all different backgrounds to come and move into the house. Successful women. So I was
Gotcha.
like,
So you can be a successful stripper.
no,
He
but
could be a successful
the way they
drug
put it
dealer.
was successful businesswomen, like people who had their stuff together, who were more classy. They told me that it was a classier show. It was like the ABC Bachelor.
They played
And
you.
so,
honestly,
but with
what
an
did you
African
find
American.
when you kind of compared yourself amongst your
Why you gotta
peers?
do me like that?
I don't know.
Compared myself.
Because obviously this is a competition, and so you're looking right and left, and you're saying, "What's this girl got? How's she doing?" You're talking to each other.
Honestly, I walked up and I was like, what the hell am I doing here? Because because first of all, I ended up being the oldest. So I'm thinking I had to over prepare. I had my outfits lined up by elimination
Yes.
day.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
had a steamer.
Michelle, you like that's what I'm about.
I had all my makeup, so I'm like prepared for it to be upscale, classy. You need to have your
Sure,
stuff together.
sure.
Like I have my stuff together, and I'm like, I get there, and it didn't seem like a lot of them did. There were some, but a lot of them were just like still live at home with their moms, and I'm thinking like,
Jesus.
what
Showing up with
successful
clothes and trash
businessman's
bags.
gonna like want to be with a person who hasn't lived yet, who hasn't done anything, who's not on their own path already or working on something? Like that was a little
Now, what's his
confusing
age?
for me. He's 33, I
And
believe.
what does he
33.
do? What does he do? Or what does the camera? We know what the camera says he does. Is that what he?
He does that in real life. He's
Okay.
like real estate investment, stuff
Okay.
like that.
Cool.
Were you attracted to him initially when you first saw him?
When I first saw him, I was like, okay, because what I was waiting for was for them to accidentally have like Flavor Flav walk up, like something similar, where it's like some awkward looking celebrity. I was waiting to put my church hand up and tiptoe on out.
Yeah.
So if you look at the first one, you'll see me there like,
Yeah, you did not
Not
look
impressed.
enthused
he's
at all.
walkable though. He's walkable.
no, but this is me like, I'm not fixing to get excited until I know something. So everybody's like, oh my God. And I was just like,
Is this? See, I thought your reaction was like, "This is him." Really?
well, it was like, okay.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, oh my gosh, he's hot, or oh my
I
gosh,
was
he's not. It
expecting
was
somebody
like,
fine,
okay.
okay. I was thinking that they was gonna be like creme de la creme,
Yeah.
and unfortunately,
I don't
Wait,
think
what's
he's ugly.
walkable?
He definitely grew on me over time. But that first initial day, we were in the sun for 8. We were all sweating.
Beef.
We looked a mess on the first episode. At least I feel like
You looked beautiful.
but we were dusty. It was, it was not.
I'm sorry. Sorry you went through that.
you want to know what walkable
Yeah,
is?
what's
walkable is
walkable?
a guy that's maybe not the most attractive, but he's walkable. You can
Like,
you
you
can
can
walk
hang
around
with
with
him.
him. Walk
Dateable.
around with him. Yeah,
Oh my
dateable.
God.
Dateable, walkable. Okay, hey, school me. I need to know.
I didn't
don't
know
know what that.
so do you agree that he's walkable?
He's an attractive guy.
Okay.
He's an attractive guy.
well spoken, or because that's a big deal. You got to talk to him.
He's hood and he's well spoken at the same time, so he's a mixture.
That's
of both.
Michelle's type.
I like that though.
Yeah.
If a guy can handle
like
himself.
them
I mean, he's from
That's-
Philly, so like he's a dude. Like he's not like I'm just the real estate guy.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like,
Nobody
nah,
wants
what's
that.
up? Let's go. He's that still.
So he's not a
And
Carlton.
that's fun. I
not a
think that's
Stefan.
great. Oh,
I'm just kidding.
Man, the
I'm
shots
just
are
kidding.
being
You said a
fired
Carlton?
in here. Yeah, I said Carlton. She said he's not a Stefan.
I was just
which,
joking.
I ain't gonna say no.
Okay.
Stefan is better. That's what I meant.
Oh,
My bad.
did you?
So you have a new book available, Redefining Strong. Tell us
Yes.
what inspired you to write this amazing book.
Honestly, my spirit told me to write this book.
Oh wow.
So it was just written out of obedience, honestly. Like, I kept hearing it. You got to write your book, got to write your book. And I was like, I don't know what to write about. So I was like, okay. And I had just got my studio. I was like, I got to shut my studio down. I got to pay for 2 places now.
Yeah.
And I shut it down and I bought a ticket and I went to Costa Rica. And I was like, I'm not leaving until I finish. So I opened up my computer and it just came out in order. So I guess if you set your intention to do something and you do it out of obedience, it happens. And that's how I ended up writing it.
So what is this book about for those of your fans who don't necessarily know?
Because the cover is flawless.
The
by
cover
way. If
is
y'all
like
can't
giving
see
me
You know.
everything.
Jada
Yes.
Really?
Jada
I hear that a
Yeah.
lot. Thank
Gorgeous.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
The book is about finding your purpose, teaching people how to heal from the inside out. It's a lot of stories from my life, but I use the stories as lessons, like from being raped on my graduation night, from being placed in a foster home, being labeled with a scarlet letter that I was, something that I wasn't. Like, just, it was a lot of things, the whole scandal stuff. Like, everything is in there, but instead of making it more of a tell-all book, it's a book that helps people to heal through my experience.
I like it.
So I look at myself. What could I have done better? What could I have changed? How could I have, contributed to my own pain? So a lot of that is in my book. So it's probably not what people thought. They probably thought I was gonna do like a tell-all, but it's not like that at all. There's no names. There's nothing like
Well,
that.
explain a little bit. You have in here, walking in the flow, that quote.
Walking in flow.
Walking in flow.
Yes.
What is that exactly?
That means to surrender. So same way I ended up
Preach.
doing the book. So it's basically like, you know what? If this is what my spirit wants me to do, I'm going to walk in flow. I'm just going to go with the flow of the current. I'm not going to fight against it. It's going to knock you around a
Sure.
little bit, but if you just flow with it, you still get to your destination. But if you fight against the current, that's when you start to lose energy. That's when you start to go off course.
Yeah.
So it's just walking in flow. So wherever
Walking in flow.
my spirit leads me, that's where I go.
Yeah.
And I told you this previously, but your Instagram is always so positive and it's always
you.
filled with really inspiring quotes. And if you guys want to check it out, it's hashtag quotes by Phoenix.
Yes.
I believe, yes. And it's just like a really great pick-me-up. Like you're always
Thank
so
you.
extremely inspiring. And I love your documentary. It's
Thank
also
you.
great. And you can catch a snippet of that on her Instagram as well. What's your
Thank
Instagram
you.
name? handle?
Phoenix White.
Phoenix White. So check that out. I want to go a little bit back,
Okay.
talk about the show. You
Yeah,
were
whatever you want.
eliminated.
I
yesterday.
was eliminated
How
yesterday.
did that make you feel?
I was confused, honestly. Like, we had like this great time. We had a great connection. We had great conversation. But then it was just like text message. First of all, I don't want to be eliminated via no text message.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have chemistry with somebody, just come to me and talk to me and face
Sure.
me and say what you need to say. And then we say our goodbyes, no love lost, and I could keep it moving. But the text message irked me a little.
So why looking back in retrospect, what do you think it was?
I think I just wasn't for him, honestly. It goes all back to being walking in flow.
Sure.
If that's not where God wants me to be, he's going to remove me quick.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I know I was there for a purpose. I know I was there to do certain things and to get certain things out of it. But he wasn't who I was supposed to end up with, so I didn't.
Did you think for a second that this could be the guy that I marry?
I wasn't sure yet. I think after that episode, maybe I could have started to think that. But I just felt like, I like him. Okay, I like him. But it wasn't like, oh my gosh, I'm in love.
Yeah.
But I feel something. Like if it's real, it's an organic feeling. So that's how I definitely felt.
He messed up. He missed out. His loss, definitely.
Yeah, apparently that's what Twitter's saying.
Exactly.
They were going in yesterday, and I
Twitter,
appreciate that.
Yeah,
it was really nice.
Twitter was definitely going in, sending him lots of hate mail on your behalf because, I mean, obviously he should have chosen you.
It was very shocking because, the whole reveal, dun situation, and I didn't expect for people to see my heart the way they did. Like after going through so much for so many years and for people to defend me and to be like, I don't care what she did, even though I didn't really do what they said I did, but I don't care what she did, but they were just like, we like her, she's a great woman, she's classy, she's graceful, she's great, like all the things that I have done so much work on myself for me, not for other people to, approve of, but just for other people to see your work on you. You're just like, wow, that's after the crazy things that they just heard about me and all the stuff that was being put up over the course of the week. I literally was like in tears yesterday because so many people were defending me.
And how did you find this peace? Like, I know that you said that you felt something or you heard something in your spirit and that led you to write this book, but given everything that you've gone through, how did you find that inner peace? Because I know, I'll be honest, like, dealing with all of this stuff out here in Hollywood and the entertainment industry is really hard to like find that center ground and find that peace within myself. So let me know, how can I figure this out?
It starts with a choice.
To just be happy, just be.
Well, it's because every day I have to make that choice because every day something comes at me. Every day you have to deal with some kind of drama, some kind of pain, some kind of hurt, some kind of disappointment. So it's a choice that I have to make. Even when it comes over me, I'm normal like everybody else. I get down, I get depressed, I cry, I have my moments, I have to lay in bed, I don't want to get up. But I have to choose to let it flow through me. I don't fight against how I feel anymore. That's another thing.
That's the key, yeah.
Allow yourself to feel what you feel. Just don't get stuck in it. So because we think that it's being strong by not allowing ourselves to feel anything, but really we're just trapping pain. So if you don't allow what you feel to flow through you, it'll get trapped in you. And then eventually you start to implode. So you start to destroy yourself from the inside out. So that's why I'm like, if I need to be sad or cry for a couple of minutes, I'm going to be sad. I'm going to cry for a second.
Of days.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How much do you think is too much? How much crying do you think is too much?
Me and Michelle be crying for like a week.
Because some people, but I think sometimes when we're hurt, we feel like that's it. We're afraid of it being the only thing left. Like when we go through a breakup, it's you cry so much because you feel like you've invested and you've lost this and now you got to start over. But it's like once you start doing it, you're like, you know what I mean? It's not so bad after a while. So I think it's just the fear of being alone sometimes, the fear of starting over, the fear, all those different little insecurities we have, abandonment, whatever insecurities we've had from the past anyway that we haven't dealt with, they pop back up. And then so if you don't check yourself and be like, all right, you cried enough. It's over. You've had a moment. Take a breath. Let's get up. We got to get up now. But take your moment. It's okay to take your moment. I think people made that okay. I mean, not okay for so long. So people have made that not okay. And it's fine. And that's why people are rolling around, killing themselves, suicidal, because they have been trying to front like they're okay for so long instead of saying, I'm not okay today. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm sad. I'm depressed. Like, to actually articulate your feelings, even to the people around you so that they can understand how to treat you. So like telling your family, no, I'm sad. I don't want to talk about it, but I'm sad right now. So I'm going to lay here. And that will make people understand you more. Like other than saying, I'm fine. No, you're not.
Yeah, that's stupid. So true. It's so true.
Yeah.
Feel it, let it pass through you, and then get back up, even if you're still crying, and keep it moving because you got stuff to do. Find your purpose. Find what you're supposed to be doing.
So unfortunately, you did get eliminated.
Yes.
What's next for you in the love department? Are you going to take it easy? Are you going to, because Stefan is trying to,
What am I doing?
He is.
I want to know if you're speaking anywhere. Are you doing any type of speaking engagements?
I am planning on doing like a college tour. It's called I Am Redefining Strong.
Yeah.
So I'm planning on doing that. I'm looking for different places to go to now, just so that I can start doing exercises where I don't want to just talk to people. I like to interact.
Yeah.
So I want people to do physical exercises to where, like, we have
TPR.
plate breaking. I know it sounds crazy, but
No,
like
it
writing
doesn't.
down your
I'll be
pain
down.
on a plate and what hurts you, and then smashing the plate. Like,
Sure.
I've done
Yeah.
that. And I was like, huh.
That tangible
I know it
release.
felt crazy, but I feel good, you
Yeah,
know, like,
yeah,
because
yeah.
we don't get a chance to release
And exert
all
that
of that
energy
stuff.
onto something. And
That's
just
tangible.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So people always try to deal with their pain on the inside, but sometimes you need to let it out.
That's
You
why
need
you
to
go crazy.
scream. You need to,
Take
you know,
some
we.
boxing classes.
But we're so used to suppressing it. You know
That's
what I
true.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
because that's the proper, you know,
And
graceful thing to do.
unfortunately, especially in the African American
Yeah.
community, we don't necessarily talk about our feelings. And you know, mental health is a serious
huge.
issue, and holding all of that in for so many years can cause so many problems down the line. And it's like a taboo to go and get some help and talk to a
Absolutely.
shrink, and it's actually really healthy. So kudos to you.
Thank you.
And I would go to the college book tour. I'm like, I ain't in college, but
But even little small groups, even
No,
I'm
you
thinking
gotta-
about
you have to
doing
do this.
smaller groups with women where we just get together and we talk, and I have so many different exercises I did to get rid of pain that
But I
it was
think mainly
unbelievable.
you're super transparent. So you have so many different hurdles that you've
Yeah.
overcome. And just your transparency, your energy, you need to
Thank
bring it
you.
to wherever, you know, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
And speaking of your transparency,
Guys and girls.
I'm down for
You
both,
see,
you know.
choose it. So speaking of your transparency, how do you use, because I find it very difficult to be transparent in a city that people are just ruthless and really, they're just mean spirited, just for its lack of better phrasing. How do you find yourself being transparent to people who you don't necessarily know, who don't have your best intentions at heart?
I'm not transparent to those people.
Oh, see?
So you still have to pick and choose who you allow to share your story with. Like, people need to earn that.
So
Everybody
true.
doesn't need to know
Exactly.
your story.
People, you earn it.
But you also, on the flip side, there's a testimony that you're supposed to share that
Share.
helps to heal other people.
True.
So I think once it stops bothering you to the point to where you can share it to where it doesn't affect you anymore. Like last night, prime example, I was like, oh shit, you know, like, am I really gonna tell the whole world this stuff? And even though it wasn't something that I actually did, you know, like, it wasn't like the whole lie and the whole scandal thing. I just have never said it in public that it wasn't true. Were people gonna say, oh, she's lying? Were people gonna, you know, start trying to beat me up? Because that's what I'm used to over the last 9 years, is being beat up by the public, you know? So I was like, man, whatever, I'm gonna stand in my truth and I'm gonna stand up for myself. And honestly, I was shocked that everybody embraced the transparency of you just being honest and graceful, but not bitter. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you got to do things in a way where you're not bitter telling your story, but you're telling it to either stand up for yourself, not throwing people under the bus, but standing up for yourself in a graceful way. I think people respect that.
I think the key
know.
word is grace. Just doing it gracefully without the ratchet. I got to work on that because you know,
Well, you
I
know-
tend to get a little.
But but the ratchet only comes out when you're still affected.
exactly when you're hurt, it's just being
Yeah,
hurt. So
it's
it's,
only 'cause
like
you're still
that
affected.
negative energy.
Once it passes, you're like, girl, he did that to me. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. We're going to keep it moving. Let
Yeah.
me tell you how I got through that.
Uh-huh.
So it becomes easier. Then it becomes like this glow about you when you're telling your story, and people are affected. They're compelled by your story.
Yeah.
So you want to get to the points where it's not painful for you, but it's compelling to others.
True.
If that makes sense.
No, it makes perfect sense.
Any more reality?
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Any other reality TV? Like, if you were offered some more opportunities for reality TV, would you jump on that, or?
I don't think I would do another competition reality show. That I won't probably do. I mean, I'm still walking in flow, so I'm not going to say I won't do anything.
Don't want to say never.
I want to say never, but I know for a fact I will not be doing it anytime soon.
But you're on the production side, so
Yes,
are you,
on the production
what's
side
going
now.
on with that?
So, walking in flow again. I ended up talking to the producer, the president of the company that shot Match Made in Heaven. His name is Andrew Glassman. And I kept saying while I was there, because I was so not interested in some of the activities. So I was like, I'm I'm coming to work for you. So I was fascinated by like the cameras and all this stuff because I'm a tech geek. I love cameras and all that stuff. So I'm looking at all the lighting. Oh my God, that make the skin look pretty. And I'm just all deep into it. Let's write this storyline, and I think they should do that. And I see they're trying to set this person up. So I was analyzing the entire show. Mm-hmm. So I talked to him, and I was just like, I want to come work for you. Like, I want to. He was like, well, what do you really want to do? You're a photographer. I was like, no, I'm telling you, I'm a great director.
I love it.
Don't get it twisted. I'm a great director. So he was like, okay. I was like, I love producing and directing. So after the show was over, I went and I had a meeting with him, and I brought all of the stuff that I've directed and produced on my own. So like I had like 3 shows, and then I did like these fashion videos that just to get out the energy because I loved it so much. And he hired me to be a producer for HBO. He hired me to be a producer on a show for
Look at that. Yes.
WeTV,
Look
for
at God.
Bravo, for what's the other one? Country music television. So I've like since the show, I've been a producer on like 4 different networks.
I love it. I
That's
love it.
amazing.
So, speaking of different networks, who's your favorite reality star?
Ooh.
Or the one that you find most entertaining?
Gosh, man. Honestly, I don't know. Because like it's like that you want to watch it, but you think it's really ridiculously stupid at the same time.
It's
So
a
it's like that
guilty pleasure.
the guilty pleasure. So I'm more into like the scandals,
So let's talk
the
about
how to get
that.
away with murders, the being Mary Janes. Like I'm more into
Being Mary
Empire.
Lord,
You know,
I'm
so
good.
I'm more into all of that right now.
So out of all of those shows, let's go for TGIT. Shondaland, what show would you want to work behind the scenes on? Only one. It's Grey's, Scandal, or How to Get Away with Murder. Only one you can choose.
Scandal needs some help right now.
I am really feeling Scandal
I
to
love it.
work
Good.
on. How to
Good.
get away with murder. I would want to work on just because it kind of messes with your mind. But I would want to be a writer
Okay.
on that show more so than just a producer.
Yeah.
With Scandal, it's like I want to experience the White House set. I want to like work with Kerry Washington and like the president. You know, I want to do that whole little thing.
There's an
It's
essence.
some learning there that you can get, some inside
would be-
information that you could get from that you can learn.
Or
a
you can
lot.
just create your own show and pitch it, and we'll have you back to talk about
We
that.
might. I have
It's coming.
a few.
If you know this woman, it's
So
coming.
what's next for Phoenix White?
Right now, I'm working on just seeing where this book goes. I have some products that I'm going to be launching.
Ooh, do share.
Yeah, it's more of like spiritual products, like cleansing salts and
Nice.
aromatherapy stuff that's all natural, like things that I use when I'm doing my morning meditations and prayers and you know
Nice.
how to cleanse my home and all that stuff. So I'm working on that. I'm working on another book. It's called Not So Obviously Depressed.
I love these titles. Like, I just can't right now. Like, it's really, really great, and it pulls me in, which is like
Thank
great.
you.
People have books out, and I'm like, what? I don't even want to read it. Like Being a Bad Bitch. But go ahead.
Oh no.
Yeah, well,
Sorry.
that one.
Shade, no shade.
Funny. Yeah, Not So Obviously Depressed. There's journals that are coming out. There's so much stuff. And just like the tours, doing TV webinars. Like I just want to start to connect more with people.
Yeah.
I'm sure, and I love TV hosting, so I do want to go back into that. And then producing something of substance. Like I
Yeah.
really want to produce a show that makes people feel and that's effective. So
You know who I see you as, and hopefully you don't take this offensively, but I see you on.
Ayana. Is that her name?
That's a good one.
Who?
But I was
Ayana.
Ayana.
Just messed her brain.
Ayana.
I was like,
So
dang,
funny.
like, what?
Who knew what I was talking about though?
I was actually supposed to
Ayana.
drop off books to them today.
Yeah, like
but I was
younger-
late. I couldn't get here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Younger, more
can see
spunky.
you. I can see you like on the real as like a Tamara character.
Really?
Like,
you
yeah.
know what? I actually really wanted to be like a guest host on that show.
Girl, you
would
would
be
be
fun.
amazing on there.
Thank
but
you.
like you and Tamara have the same kind. To me, you
You
give
think
me
so?
the same stuff because it's like you guys are both like very vivacious, sweet. Can get a little,
Grounded.
can check
Look at
you if
my
I
size
need be.
now.
Oh, really? So you hold back?
It's not even a hold back, but if the conversation goes there, like I'm in it.
Let's talk about that.
You know, like I'm in
What
it.
are we talking about? Well,
No, just-
of course,
yeah.
because you were on
Let's talk about sex. Yeah.
So of course,
I was honest on that show. Yeah. So Yeah.
So you didn't answer this before,
Okay.
and we just mentioned let's talk about sex.
Okay.
So do you have anyone in your life right now? A love interest?
No, I don't. I mean, I'm open. I'm walking in flow.
Oh, okay.
Whoever flows on into my life, I'm gonna be
It's
open
too
for
soon,
it.
right? It's too soon. She just
No.
got eliminated.
No, it's not too soon. What do you mean?
I'm just saying. She
I have
just
been
got
single
eliminated.
for like almost 7 years. I haven't had a boyfriend almost 7 years.
Wow.
So I've taken the time to heal. I'm ready.
That's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
I'm whole now. I'm ready. So if he shows up, hello.
Well,
And in the
thank you.
meantime, have fun with Mr. Wrong until you find Mr. Right.
No, I can't do
Not
Mr.
like
Wrong
that,
because he
not like
throws me
that.
off my path.
He throws you off your path?
That's
Can't do
true.
Mr. Wrong.
So you don't date at all if it's not. I didn't mean like sexually. I just
you
meant
have
like
to-
dating.
No. It's just
date?
I'm very
What's the
selective because the thing is I don't have time to spread my energy with people who are going to disrupt my
legs.
flow. So it's like if somebody's energy or spirit or something is
time for
not
that.
right, I can't make the time to be with them.
Well, how do you know if their energy or spirit is not right without at least going on one date?
I don't have time to just keep going on one date with a lot of people. So
That's
I have to
true. Like, how do you
feel
know, though?
something.
I feel like if that first interaction, I feel it.
Yeah, the
It's
first
like either it's there or it's
conversation.
not.
Conversation?
First conversation, if you don't have nothing to talk about other than yourself, you have lost me.
Or if you think your
So
smile
fast.
gonna get you into the what?
Gotta have something to talk about. I mean, I just need something interesting. I like people who challenge my thoughts, like who teach me, who open me up, who make me think differently.
trying to
Stefan is
think.
trying to
He's
get a date. He's like,
No.
what
I
am I going to say to her after the show wraps?
I gotta
So
think
get
about-
that
I feel honored that I'm sitting here with three beautiful African American women, and I get insight that guys don't get. This is great.
I mean, I just want something real. Like right now, I just want something real that I could feel. Something that's organic, that's not forced, that you don't have to try to make happen. I just want something to just be. And that's where I'm at
Not
right
so
now.
hard in LA.
Yeah, we are.
It's like, what? Where are the guys? So, well, let us know if you tweet at us.
Tweet at us if you know where the guys are.
Exactly, because we don't know. So thank you for
welcome.
joining us.
Yeah,
We're
for
going
real.
to play a quick game called Reality X or Reality Check. And basically, we tell you a story. You can come up with your own, anything that was in the media.
Okay.
And you just pretty much debate it. Either you're for it or against it. And then we
Okay.
all go around and say Reality X because we don't like it, or Reality Check because we love it.
Okay.
I'll start. Last week, I have an apology. I apologize to Kim Kardashian for bashing her last week on her hair. I love it. I think it's so cute now. I think it's because she tousled it a little bit, and now it's like, I don't know, I'm loving
Maybe
the
it just had
blonde
to
on
grow
Kim.
on you.
I think it was the hairstyle because
Okay.
last week, it was for Fashion Week, she just had it like slicked back and it looked wet.
I loved it.
I did too.
You loved it slicked back?
She had that Brigitte
You're so
Nielsen
edgy and sexy. and
Beverly Hills
sweet.
Cop.
I loved it.
1980. Am I older than y'all? I am.
How old are you?
I'm 38.
Oh, yeah.
Dang, you 38?
That's on crack.
No, and I'm not saying it as in that's
least
old, but I'm saying it like you don't
look
look
like you look-
38.
Well, thank you. Thank
You
you.
look 50.
Uh,
I'm just kidding. Okay, guys.
expecting that
So obviously, I reality check Kim Kardashian's blonde, tousled hair. It's so beautiful. Michelle.
I can't say the
doesn't
same.
like
I
it.
still reality exit. I don't like that her eyebrows are still black, first off. And secondly, I just think Kim looks better with darker hair.
What do you think, Stefan? Reality
I check
or-
it. I think she looks like a sexy spy.
We
And
love
I think
it.
that's what Kanye was going for. He lives in that
So you
realm.
think-
Kanye dyed that hair.
So you
Kim
think
didn't
Kanye
do
dyed that hair? He got that
he
L'Oreal
influenced
kit
it.
out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
He got that.
I think he influences everything you see from Kim now.
No, I agree with you. I totally
Yeah.
agree. So do you, Phoenix, see reality X or reality check it?
I definitely reality check it. Like it's sexy. She looks like a superhero. I love it.
I think it's awesome.
Well,
Huh.
lose.
Do you guys? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I am okay. So Azalea Banks is on the cover of. Oh, who's that? What was that? Oh,
Oh, that was Angie Stone punched
Angie
her
Stone.
daughter in the
Okay,
mouth.
let's talk about Angie Stone. Okay, that'll be mine. So, word on the street.
That's the moment we go sip.
Yeah, for
Angie
real.
Stone allegedly knocked her daughter's two front teeth out. But the internet is buzzing
She
that
used some.
the internet is not with her fist, with an object. The internet is buzzing, however, that her daughter's teeth were already
Right.
rotting. I didn't know how to say that professionally.
Her mouthpiece was
Yeah,
horrible.
I'm just gonna reality X the whole situation because you never.
This is not
that's
funny.
a mugshot. So something did happen, and you just always want to try to handle.
Wait, what are we
issues
checking our X in?
nonviolently.
What are we?
This story. Do you reality X this Angie Stone? Angie Stone getting into an altercation with her daughter. Whether or not she busted her teeth out, that's still up for.
This is not funny. Why am I laughing? I'm so
You
sorry.
go.
I'm a reality.
Okay, so I've seen them on their reality show, it's R&B Divas or something like that. And the girl sometimes is a little disrespectful. So depending on what she
sense.
said to her mama,
She punched her mama in the face.
so she
By
does.
the way,
There?
I already.
No, that's
I
what
know all
it said.
about
Something
this
about
story.
the girl punched the mom,
The
first.
girl punched the mom first.
and then the mom popped her teeth out,
Yeah,
whether
when
they
it
were
grabbed
rotting
something.
or not.
Yeah.
That's
So
what I saw
I
on
feel
Baller
like
Alert.
as a mother, if someone pops you in the mouth or pops you in the face or whatever it is, don't punch me in my face, I'm highly likely to hit you back. And if your teeth are in the way, sorry. So I think that's what kind of
God.
happened.
Yeah, I don't think she's aiming to knock her daughter's teeth out, but
But I
number
think it
one,
was just reaction.
she a little over her daughter living in her house. Let's start there. Her daughter's
She was
what,
living
30?
in her house. I know.
30
Wasn't
something?
taking care of her kids.
Wasn't taking care of her kids. Wasn't trying to
Allegedly.
It's
to all
ungrateful.
this. Anyway, don't punch your mama ever.
Yeah.
And I think that's the lesson learned. Check.
Don't.
So
I'm checking with you too.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say I reality X this
Thank
only because like domestic violence in any form, it's just not okay. And I totally get it. If the girl came for the mom, like I think it's time to like change some perspectives in the house. Like tell her she has to leave. We got to get some positivity going in this relationship. And if it takes separating yourself for a certain amount of time, then that's what it takes. I personally would never even think to hit my mother in the mouth.
Sure.
And if I did, I would expect her to hit me back. So I get it. But then again, it's like, it's the teacher in me. Do not hit back. If someone hits you, come and tell someone else.
See, no.
Call
You
911.
encourage
Now that is
tattletelling?
Yes.
Okay,
Call the
look.
cops.
Now there's.
That's
I do
terrible.
encourage my son not to hit people, just
First.
be hitting him.
Unless you're,
But if my child, not just some random person, comes and punches me,
that's true. See, that's the
it's
other.
a little different of a situation. Like
You gonna whoop his ass.
I'm
Yeah.
highly
Okay.
likely to
All right.
to have some things to talk about with him.
Physically.
You know, he might get a butt
A
whooping.
laying on of hands, Father,
It
in
might
the
be a
name
lane.
of
I'm
Jesus.
just saying, it's kind of like you should never hit your parents. You shouldn't hit
Yeah.
anybody, period. But if you hit your parent, I would expect for you to get hit back.
Let us know what you guys think. Hashtag BHL Reality Check. Thank you so
Great.
much to Stefan Wallace for joining us today on BHL
Enjoy.
Reality
Always
Check.
a pleasure.
Always. And thank you to...
hey.
Your time's up. Thank you. Thank you to Phoenix White for joining us in studio
problem.
today. Please tell all of your fans where they can find you via social media.
You could find me. Well, my website is phoenixwhite.net, and my Instagram is instagram.com/phoenixwhite, and my Facebook is Phoenix White. My Twitter is Phoenix on Twit.
And Stefan, where can everyone find you?
Instagram and Twitter, I am more fire. That's it.
We love it. And Michelle, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Michelle Renee TV.
And I'm Ashley Gray. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Ashley Gray TV. Thank you so much, and we will see you next week. Bye.
Nunos, Dario Kristen, Tiana Hobson, Kevin Undergaro, and the entire BHL crew, we would like to thank you for supporting Black Hollywood Live, the first online broadcast network dedicated to African American entertainment. For questions and comments, contact us at info@blackhollywoodlive.com. Like us on Facebook, tweet us, or Instagram us at BHL Online. And I'm your BHL announcer, Scipio. Instagram me at Planet Scipio. Thank you for tuning in.
Hollywood Redefined.
The views expressed here are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of BHL or its owners or principals.